Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'chahakadash. Give honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. These blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Izar, you in the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'chahakadash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Alright? I just want to go into a real quick hit, you know what I'm saying, a thought that I was having. Alright, something we spoke on at camp was, alright, and it's a common topic. All right, I'm going to cut this light off. It's a common topic we speak about in Israel. All right, of the nations, the other nations, not. I'm gonna leave it on until I get an order. All right, but the other nations not being allowed to enter into this covenant. We spoke about it today at camp. You know, and a thought crossed my mind, which I had thought about this the other day, but I haven't been able to do a lesson on it. All right. You know, people really think that the Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to do something that doesn't make sense with him being a just God. Okay, now what am I saying? All right? So what I'm saying is the children of Israel have been made to go through great tribulation in order to receive this reward. Okay? The scriptures talk about, Paul said, what we shall through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, Second Esdras tells you that there's, this narrow pathway that you must go through. Okay, with fire on the one side, water on the other side, deep water on the other side, where if you fall off of this thing, you can perish. All right, and it says such is the lot of the children of Israel. Okay, which ain't nothing popping over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna get a few presets now. We're gonna read a little bit of this. Second Esdras. Okay? Alright, it says, Second Esdras 7:7 says what? The entrance thereof is narrow. So maybe get a little bit of that. Brothers are familiar with this. Let me get a little bit. Second Esdras 7:6. There is also another thing. The city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things, representing rulership, the kingdom of heaven, which will be played out here on the planet Earth. The entrance thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left hand a deep water. Only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Right. So how is a man going to receive this if he doesn't go through his rite of passage? And I said, it is so, Lord. And he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Okay, specifically speaking of Israel's portion. All right. So this means that in order for you to receive this portion of your birthright of entering into this kingdom of heaven on a high status, you're gonna have to do certain things. All right. Hell, even 2/3 gonna go through certain hell, man. All right. As a nation, we will be demonized. All right. And but you other heathens, y'all ain't really necessarily going through that right now. Y'all ain't experiencing nothing, adverse, so to speak. Now, under the rulership, of the wicked, scriptures say that under the authority of the wicked, the people mourn. Okay, under the rule, when the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. All right, so this is true. So by default, because the wicked are in authority, yeah, y'all got some mournings and groanings going on. All right, but the children of Israel have it more so. Okay, now I want to get this precept. We brought this out of camp. Second Esdras 6. Alright. And 56 and 55. No, 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So we all come out of Adam. But then there's the people that the Lord chose, right? All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So out of these other people, which, people like to come out and say, well, yeah, Pastor Geno Jennings, man, dude's a character, okay? He said, what? I cut you black man, I cut you white man. Which there's no such thing as a black man or a white man. You have brown men and you have red men, right? Which it don't all go back to skin color anyway, right? It ain't all about the skin color, all right? But let's just continue on, right? So you have these people that say, well, look, we all bleed red. If I cut you, you both bleed red. So what does that have to do with whom the Lord? See, there's always favorites. There's always a favorite. Okay, you have the favorite child. It just happens to be that way. You have the favorite wife. If you have more than one wife, there's always something you're gonna like more than something else. All right. So you can't, But so you can't act like there's not a favorite, okay? All right. So anyway, going back, there's always a favorite, okay? All right. So you have the favorite people that all just so happen to descend from Adam, according to what we're reading, right? It says. All right, let's continue. And see, the Most High, as it says, have likened the abundance of these people, and he just so happened to very lightly esteem the other nations. A huge amount of y'all ain't worth nothing to him except for a little drop that fall out of a vessel. That's just how the Lord set it up. You can say whatever you want to say about it, and I don't think that's fair. But take it up with the Most High. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't my decision. I ain't do it. I'm just glad I'm a part of the people that he just so happened to love. That's all. Right? Now let's continue. It says, verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be Lord over us and to devour us. So these people that he has always reputed or given a reputation of, and said to them, you are nothing, now they rule over us, right? And they devour us. Not only do they rule over us, but they're trodden us underfoot. Scriptures talk about how we have laid down our backs for them to walk over, basically. We letting people walk all over us, all right? Because we don't have a choice really. They ain't got no power in their hand to stop nothing. These heathen from doing nothing to them. You see? Ask Jake to stop 50 million bullets from raining through his body when he got a cell phone in his hand, or from sleeping on the couch and waking up and you got 4 cops blasting your ass. You can't stop that. What you gonna do about that? All you go into the streets and you protest, does it ever change? It don't change shit. All right? These heathen devour you. Okay? Right? But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. So you have been given this ability to run over the children of Israel. All right. Now here's the question: if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess? Why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Okay, so the question he's asking is, look, if this whole world was made for our sakes, and we're your chosen people, then why don't we have something? Why don't we have what these other people have? You look at these other communities, they have things set up a certain way. You got the Asian community. You know, as if you live in a heavily East Indian populated area, you end up finding the Indian community. Well, if you do deliveries, then you may come across it, because really they be tucked away. Really, Jake, they don't choose areas close to Jake. You know, from what I noticed, all the East Indians live in one area. They be all in these apartments over here. And then they might be in it. They be in that one set of town, and that's it. Okay, Jake be all spread everywhere, or in the ghetto, in the hood. Anyway, Jake be like all, spread it. Jake, you ain't got shit. All right. what that dude say? El Yashawamba posted on the in the 2 Through the information channel. He said, "Oh, what about the stores in our hood? Who own them? Who run them? Who own them?" Arab, Khan, bro, Khan. Yeah, funny, man. But no, that's it. You don't own nothing. You don't have no inheritance with these heathen. All right? But the world was made for you. So wait a minute. Here it is. We've had to go through all these things. You read 2nd Ezra, right? Where it said that you was going to have to go through certain things in order to get this inheritance. As I quoted Paul, you shall through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. The Most High said, you only have I known that all the children of the earth, therefore will I punish you for your iniquities. And then all of a sudden, these heathens who have lived it up in your inheritance, who have trodden you underfoot, put their foot up your ass, drained you dry from all of your resources in your hood. Now all of a sudden, they gonna get the same opportunity, not having gone through anything like we've gone through, not having been held accountable to the law, statutes, and commandments. There was a covenant that was made that said any man, woman, or child, of the children of Israel who did not seek after the Yahweh power should be put to death. These heathens wasn't held to such a strenuous standard. So why do you think they deserve to get this gift? What have they done to be included in this? All right, this is still something that there's still certain parameters that have to be met in order to qualify to receive the blessing. No, it's not of your works. Okay, but you still, faith without works is dead. Okay, so it's not about your works, but faith without works is dead. Okay, you have to make yourself a living sacrifice. All right, the scriptures say that you have to deny yourself. Whosoever shall do not deny themselves cannot be my disciple. Whosoever do not pick up his cross is not worthy of me and cannot be my disciple. So wait a minute. There are certain things you do have to do, right? According to that. So these heathen are exempt from that some kind of way, that they ain't gotta do nothing. You niggas is crazy. The scripture say we shall through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. Alright? And you gotta understand that. These heathens is living it up right now, off of the backs of Jake, off of generational wealth of the enslavement and the punishment. Not even, the punishment, but the enslavement and the running over of your people. But some kind of way you want to include them in your blessing. They don't deserve it. Right? They don't deserve it. And it's not because, I'm not saying they don't deserve it like we do, like we just some righteous nation because we are that way ourselves. No. But just based off of the parameters the Lord set up, this is how he set it up. Such is the inheritance of the children of Israel. We just read it in 2nd Ezra, I believe that was 7, right? So, that's all I want to go into in this quick hit, man. I'm going to go ahead and post it now. I'm just going to get done with it now. But, that's just a thought that hit me. It's like, these niggas ain't done nothing to even begin to qualify, to make it into our blessing. But niggas want to keep letting them in, man. Trimmest thy way to seek love. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, Hashem, Aharabudash. Come on to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. These blessed salutations, hopefully, that I want to say shalom.